Yo, what's good? Welcome to the Broken Clock Podcast. I am Jabari. Today is Saturday, May 30th, here in Atlanta, a little after 5 p.m. Obviously, in a couple hours, Spurs Thunder Game 7 in OKC starts in about a couple hours here. I'm super hyped. Obviously, I'm super amped. I think this series has been really good. I know the last 4 games have been blowouts, but I still think they've been like interesting, a lot to talk about, game to game, a lot going on. Obviously, the referees have been annoying game to game too. But I've enjoyed the playoffs. I haven't recorded in a little over a month. That's on me. Obviously, I've been a little hurt since the Celtics loss. That's not why I haven't recorded, but that's obviously been a little tough. But I still think the playoffs have been really exciting and just a lot going on, a lot of drama. Um, I wanted to do this video just really quick. This is gonna be like 15 minutes, not even that probably. I just wanted to get my prediction out there, just to have it on record, just to see how wrong and right I am before the game, and I'll probably record after the game too, because I think this is gonna be a really dramatic game. Game sevens, especially when it's two great teams like this, they're never great basketball games to watch in terms of like a great flow. It's gonna be super physical. I'd be shocked if either team gets to 105 points. I'd be shocked. I think it's going to be a really slow game. I think it's going to be weird. I think it's going to be weird calls. I think it's going to be really intense. I think it's going to be interesting to see how these young dudes on both teams. I know the Spurs are younger, but both teams, like you could argue, and I'm gonna get into it. You could argue OKC hasn't been in this moment for real, especially with how the series has gone and stuff like that. But um, so yeah, real quick, if you haven't, please subscribe, like, comment, give a thumbs up. Uh, if you don't do any of those three things, you're a hater, and that's the only way to take it. My prediction off top for this game 7 tonight is I think the Spurs are gonna win a close game. Obviously, I just think it's going to be really hard for SGA and the Thunder to get multiple good looks when they only have one creator out there. Now, if Jared McCain can be really effective, I think that's going to help OKC a lot. They started him last game. I wouldn't be shocked if Lou Dort doesn't play at all. He's been abysmal. He's been bad all playoffs, but he's been super terrible. I mean, Wemby destroys him anytime he's guarding him, obviously, and he been bricking. You know what I mean? So I think Jared McCain is a huge factor for the Thunder. If you told me right now he had a good game, I could see the Thunder winning. I just don't think. I think it's gonna be really hard. I think the Spurs team is a little deeper. They're a little more healthier, and I think Wemby's a cheat code. Like I said, game sevens are like always like ugly games. Like there's gonna be a like quarter and a half stretch of basketball in this game that is not going to be fun to watch. It's just not. It's going to get really tight and ugly. It's going to be fun for a diehard NBA fan like me to watch, but I've watched game sevens with casuals before, and they don't like it sometimes because it's like really slow. But I'm like, no, you don't understand. These teams are like banging heads with each other right now. Um, I think Wemby is the next Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I think he's Kareem 2, 3.0, however you want to say it. Obviously, he's a little taller, he's a little different. The game is different, but I'm shocked people haven't made that comparison more. I think this dude is beyond generational. I think he's gonna be a top 5 player ever. Seriously, I really do. I don't even think that's crazy to say. I think I might be lowballing him, but I'm saying that to say one of the cute things people try to say when they analyzing basketball, especially playoff basketball, is yo, if you want to beat the Cavs, stop Kyrie. Don't worry about LeBron. That's so cute to say, but if LeBron gets a 40-point triple double, you probably losing. You know what I mean? So it's like, stop LeBron. Worry about LeBron the most. I get it's so cute to say. It's like a cute barbershop thing to say. Like, nah, you really need to shut down Stephon Castle. That's how you beat the Spurs. If Wemby has a good game, if he has a really good game, I don't think the Spurs are gonna lose. He affects so much of the game. He affects too much of the game to where he doesn't have to have a good offensive game to be dominant in the game. So if he has any type of good offensive game, I don't see how the Spurs are going to lose the rest of the playoffs. I'm serious about that, and I'll talk a little bit maybe at the end, or maybe I'll wait for my next video about how these two teams or whatever team comes out matches up against the Knicks. Knicks mania is just insane, but yeah, I just think Wemby. I think if they control Wemby, obviously, I think they win the game to Thunder. I just think it's going to be hard for them. He's in Chet's head. if the ref let Isaiah Hartenstein get away with the physicality that he got away with in game 2 and game 5, I think that's going to be a big factor. I hate that the refs are this important, but they are. I just think the Thunder are going to have a lot on their hands, and I think SGA is going to have a lot on his hands. SGA is gonna for the Thunder to win this game. SGA is gonna have a old school but really slow down possession by possession. I have to take almost half my team shots type of game. I think SGA has to take 30 plus shots in this game. He has to take 30 plus shots in this game. Think about 98 Bulls Jazz when Michael Jordan is out there against Utah. At that point, the better team with Dennis Rodman being out to lunch, Kukoc and Pippen who couldn't bend over because his back was so hurt. Michael Jordan took half his team shots in that game. He had to. He had to slow the game down as much as possible, walk it up, and I have to take timely killer shots over and over again. Kawhi Leonard 2019 versus the Sixers game 7. He took 41 shots in that game. It went into overtime, but he took 41 shots. You kind of have to do that when you realize, like, we're not better than this team. I think the Spurs have been the best team all year. I think the Spurs are a better basketball team than the Oklahoma City Thunder. And that's crazy because I think this Thunder team is one of the best teams I've seen in a decade plus. I think the Spurs are just better than them, especially without J-Dub and AJ Mitchell. So I think SGA is really going to have to control this game. He's going to have a game that he's never really had before in his career. And I'll say this about SGA because I know obviously the Clips for a couple years now, but especially in this series, for the whole Thunder team, but even for SGA, these flopping Clips falling down for no reason after, just regular pull-up jump shots. I get all of that. All that stuff is annoying. I hate it too. But this has been like my favorite SGA series in a way because it has been so hard for him to get 2 straight good looks. It's just so hard. Even when Wemby's out of the game, they're so aggressive. They're playing like boxes and elbows, like recreation, like boxing one. Like they're not worried about anybody. It's like Caruso. We dare you to hit 8 threes in the game again. We dare you. You know what I mean? And SGA, he's had multiple 30-point games in this series, and it's been so hard for him to get them. This is the worst he shot in the series ever. It's so hard, and it seems like it's getting to him a little bit, like where he looks mentally and physically exhausted after every game. So does Wemby too, but he's gonna have to dig really. If he wins this game, if SGA wins this game, not even talking about him matching up with the Knicks, but I think this is gonna be obviously not better than him winning a chip, but this is gonna be a heavy accomplishment for him. For me too. It's like just looking at him, it's gonna be like, wow, that was hard. I think if the Thunder win this game, it's gonna be really hard. And SGA is gonna have like 40. And he's gonna have to take like 35 to 40 shots, seriously. And a lot of free throw attempts too, obviously. But obviously the Thunder are at home. Role players play better at home. Some shots go in, you go on a run. The young Spurs dudes turn the ball over, you get easy transition buckets. All that stuff can help. I just don't really trust I don't trust Jared McCain like that. I really don't. He is a big factor, but I really don't think he's gonna be able to. I've never seen him in a big game though. I don't know. I'm just saying I haven't seen him be a premier because he's gonna have to. If the Thunder win this game, it's gonna be SGA taking a lot of shots and Jared McCain whenever he can running the offense. I've never seen him do that in a big game, so I'm just gonna assume he can't. You know what I mean? Or I need to see it first. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why people. So I made the Kareem Wemby comparison. I don't know why people haven't made people made it a little bit. This Spurs team it's really similar to the OKC team from back in the day, from 2012. Wemby, KD, Stephon Castle, Westbrook, Dylan Harper, James Harden. And I'll say this right now about Dylan. I want to get this on record too before this game. I don't know. Dylan Harper could have a terrible game. This is game 7. He's a baby. He's 20 years old. He's about to be on the road in the game 7, and he's playing through an injury. He might get 8 up today. I think that kid is going to be an MVP candidate for multiple years. I think he's the best 20-year-old guard since Kobe Bryant. I think he's better than Chris Paul was at 20. I think he's better than Harden and Westbrook were at 20. I think he's better than D Rose was at 20. He's so complete already. He's so complete on both ends of the court. I really watched the game tonight. And again, maybe tonight might not be a good example. I haven't really seen somebody stay in front of him for real. I mean, it's not the same. He's not as quick as Kyrie, but he's like a 6'5" Kyrie. He really is. And again, he's 6'5". Man, I love Dylan Harper. Okay, I'm getting a Dylan Harper jersey really soon. I think I think he's going to be like James Harden 2.0, like, but better, like way better. Um, yeah, so I think this game is going to be great, man. I thought, like I said, this series has had a lot of blowouts, but the adjustments and the refereeing has been so dramatic game to game. There's always so much to talk about. Like game 6, the Spurs held the Thunder scoreless for over 7 minutes, like 7.5 minutes. I know that's not great basketball to watch, but it is though. When For how great the Thunder are, for the Spurs to pretty much shut you down for a whole quarter, that's exciting to watch to me. That's crazy to happen. I don't think that's never happened to them before, and I don't think the Spurs are gonna be able to do that again. You know what I mean? Like, that's exciting to watch. So it's just a lot going on every game. And like I said, the referees, man, like game 1 was an absolute class. I want to do a whole video just on game 1. It was so perfect of a basketball game to me, attached with the Wemby moment and Dylan Harper looking like Dwayne Wade mixed with Manu Ginobili. It was ridiculous. That game was incredible. I was up to like 2 in the morning that night. Game 2, Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet are like holding Wemby down when he's going for rebounds, pushing them down. You know what I mean? Obviously, the refs let them get away with way more, and it was the same thing in Game 5. I thought Game 5 was one of the worst referee basketball games I've watched in a minute. Tony Brothers was the head referee, and he was doing his best Scott Foster impersonation. Both teams, I think, I don't want to look, I didn't have any stats, so I got a few notes. I think both teams had 22 plus free throw attempts going into the fourth quarter. That's a bad basketball game. That's not good. That is not good, man. That was so annoying to watch, man. The first half, I thought they called a foul every other play. It was just ridiculous. And then that's on top of the blatant missed calls for both teams. I thought it was just it was one of the worst ref games I had seen, man. And I hope we don't get that tonight, because game 6, they weren't calling anything. I mean, Devin Vassell blocked Chet's shot and was cursing him out in his face. That's a tech every time. But they just let it go. It's almost like it's almost like the refs from game 6 wanted to embarrass the refs from game 5. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna let these dudes play. I mean, dudes were tackling each other. There was multiple plays where 4 dudes were on the ground at the same time and not a whistle was blown. I'm like, yeah, I know it looks weird, but it's just like basketball. This is game 6. These are the 2 best teams in the league. Tonight, they should let them play. I know it sounds cliche, but let them play. Let's really see who better. I think the Spurs are just better. I don't think if the refs let them play, I don't know how the Thunder beat the Spurs. I think the Thunder need, and this is why people hate them, I think they kind of need the refs a little bit. They have to let Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet grab and hold and push Wemby for rebounds. Because if they let Wemby just roam, I don't know how they lose. He's too dominant on defense. And that's not even me talking about him scoring or hitting jump shots on offense, or being dominant in the paint. If he's out there being able to roam free and not have to deal with physicality, I don't know how he's not going to completely dominate the game defensively. I mean, I've never seen a player, and I'm going to leave here in a minute because this is almost 15 minutes. I don't know. I've never seen a player be guarding another player and then still contest another player's jump shot from across the paint. Like, SGA almost have to be like, this is ridiculous. It's just so crazy. But again, that's why I'm impressed with SGA in this series. His composure, his relentlessness. He'll drive to the basket at Wemby. I just really feel like he's fighting for everything. So yeah, man, I really love this. I didn't have many more notes, but yeah, I just wanted to get that on. I just wanted to get that on wax, man. I got the Spurs winning. If I had to pick a score, Spurs 102, Thunder 95. I don't want to. I do think SGA is going to take 30 plus shots, and I think he has to. I think he knows that too. I hope somebody's telling him that. I hope somebody told him what I just told him. Yo, bro, you're going to be the only one that's going to be able to consistently create their own bucket out here. You have to control the pace of this game overly. So that's it. Game 7 tonight. I might go after the game, but regardless, I'm definitely gonna do a finals preview. finals is Wednesday, June 3rd. So I definitely want to have something up by like Tuesday night, the latest. So I think the finals is gonna be insane. If y'all haven't realized how crazy Knicks fan, I've been saying it. Go look at my last 2 videos or any video I posted about the Knicks this season. They not even wait till Monday. Today's Saturday. Wait till Monday when they know who they're playing for sure. Just wait. I couldn't imagine. I know real New York City people. I talk to real New York City Knicks fans every single day. I couldn't imagine what it's going to like to be in that city next week. And Game 3 is not going to be until next week, like next Monday, I think. So it's great time to be an NBA fan. You should be rooting for this. I'm a Celtic fan, and I'm rooting for I want a game. I want the finals to go at least 6 games just to see what it would be like to have a game 6 in Madison Square Garden. I don't care who's up. It could be OKC or the Spurs up 3-2. That'll still be crazy to have a championship clinched in Madison Square Garden. Or if the Knicks are up 3-2, I don't know what will happen. I honestly don't know. But I can't wait to talk about it. Can't wait to watch the game tonight. Got the Spurs winning. I've been another episode of the Broken Clock Podcast. I am Jabari. I'll check y'all after the game. Peace.